Hello and welcome to the second day of London Fashion Week. I'm Stephanie Rycroft-Jones, you're watching FashionOne, and right now we've brought you for an exclusive look at the ARFEN Spring Summer 2018 presentation. Why have you chosen to come to this presentation out of all of them at London Fashion Week?
First of all, Serafina is a great friend and I admire her work hugely. She's an incredible designer. I love her style, I love her work ethic, and I will always support her fully. And every single year she comes up with new ideas, which is very, very challenging for a designer these days. And she always performs stupendously, so I couldn't possibly miss it. I love what she does. I'm in love with her work.
And what do you think to the layout? Because it's very different to a presentation. She's got someone filming it, all the models are moving around.
So I think it's very clever the way she's done it. That way you can actually see how the clothes look on the models. You can see the movement, all the moves they make. And she usually does this type of presentation every year. She doesn't do static presentation. She has the models moving. There is always a story involved, which is wonderful.
And do you have a favourite piece?
I have a few actually, gosh.
Like looking around.
I do have a few, yes. Although I love everything, but yes, I love the green dress and the suit, the blue one with the red, and the black and white outfit, and the baby blue dress, and gosh, yes.
Everything.
Yes.
Like, give me it now in my wardrobe.
Absolutely, yes. I will wear everything.
You've been a very busy bee this Fashion Week, so tell everyone what you do for a living and why you've been so busy, because I've seen you around already today.
So we look after young designers. We're like an incubator, do their press, their branding, their sales. We look after Alice Archer, and just had the presentation just before and it went great. I was very pleased. She's a very talented designer as well, with an incredible technique, and we're so proud to look after her.
Fantastic, and thank you so much for talking with us today.
Pleasure, thank you. Have a lovely Fashion Week, London Fashion Week.
So I'm joined with Serafina. We've just watched the Spring Summer 2018 presentation. How do you feel like it's gone?
I feel relieved. I feel like it's gone well. There's been a lot of stress and build-up, but I'm happy it all came together in the end.
It was fantastic. Tell me a little about your inspiration.
The starting point was my trip to Japan for the first time in April, so seeing Tokyo in full bloom and the beauty of it, but also the awareness that it's a very short, lasting moment. And the island of Naoshima and the peacefulness and quiet and serenity and almost a mystical experience of looking at the artwork in those surroundings.
And how do you go from experiencing that in Japan to then creating it into a garment? Because that must take a lot of time, it must take a lot of invention and inspiration.
Yeah, I mean, I research a lot, so I was looking at Japanese photography from the 60s and 70s, especially photographs taken in farming villages in Japan of improvisational dance performances. So I was thinking a lot about freedom of movement and a sense of airiness and lightness and gentleness, and yes, and then I was also thinking of the manga anime that I was watching in Italy while growing up in the 80s and early 90s. So yeah, it just starts from a vibe for me, and then you select colors and fabrics to just try to communicate that vibe. So the collection is much more fluid than others I've done before, and more diaphanous and more fluid fabrics.
And tell me, do you have a favourite piece? I know that's really hard to say because obviously you've created and loved them all.
It's
but do you have a
favourite? Early. It came together, so it's so fresh still that I don't know yet. They're still on my babies at the moment.
They're all gorgeous.
Thank you.
Tell me about the idea of the note. So we saw the models like passing each other like a little secret note or something, and they were all like moving around. Where did that idea come from?
Well, it was I just wanted to create movement, so we were thinking of almost like a relay, and so it could be a relay with a message, with a note. The knot, which is also the invitation, is inspired from those Japanese wishes that you put on trees, so for good luck. So, yeah.
Well, I think you had certainly a lot of good luck because it was fantastic. The collection's beautiful. And thank you so much for talking to us.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
The presentation today was really innovative and different. We saw the designer really delve into Japanese culture with the way that the girls were dressed, the hair and the makeup. There's a really consistent theme, and I love the use of almost passing around a secret note, which meant all of the models were moving. There was a lot of fluidity throughout the presentation, which is really different because normally we see them being quite static. I love the use of colour. I thought it was really different, very feminine, and definitely this is a designer to keep your eye out for the future. Thanks so much for watching. I'm Stephanie and this is FashionOne.